Vedanta Delhi Half Marathon is going to happen just 2 days from now, and we have with me the event ambassador, a two-time Olympic champion and a nine-time World Championship gold medalist, Haile Gebrselassie. There are no words to define how he has revolutionized the sport of running. And Haile, if you could talk about how this entire association has happened and how excited you are to be part of the Vedanta Delhi Half Marathon.
Thank you very much. Really, first of all, I want to say thank you to the sponsors, especially the Vedanta, to organize this Vedanta Delhi Half Marathon. It's going to be really for me when I'm here. It's not only for the elite athlete, of course, for the race. And you see now, running is becoming not just a part of our life, and sport is a part of our life. And thank you for the whole organization and a little bit, just things, from the other parts, like the people and terms of health issue, in terms of productivity, in terms of many other things. It's going to be, a wonderful Sunday.
There are two parts of your career. Like most of the athletes, after they retire, they either become commentators or become participate into the federation. But you are also an active businessman. So can you talk about like how you are balancing your business and also for the love of your running?
Right now, as you said, I'm doing different business, especially in hotel and resort business, and farming, real estate, and many. I mean, it's few other things, and over 3,500 people to work in the company. I'm so happy with that, and of course. Don't compare, the company with the Indian here, but with my own our level in Ethiopia, I'm good. I'm quite busy with that. Busier than in sport, in athletics. I'm okay. But you see, after you retired, just of course you have to do something like what I'm doing.
How do you see economic success transforming an athlete's life? Like Ethiopia now having Ethiopian Airlines is touching major cities now, and economy-wise also Ethiopia as a country has emerged from the shackles of the COVID-19 pandemic. So how do you see a good economy also helping in athletic success for Ethiopians?
One thing, what I want to tell you, just in terms of athletics, of course, our athletes they win a race, around the world. They supporting, the economy back home. And when we talk about economy, not anymore, not anymore. The problem somewhere in Europe or Asia, there is no. I mean, you cannot say no problem in Africa or Latin America. Any problem happening somewhere in anywhere in the world, it's happening the whole entire world. I think we as a people, we are as a people of this planet. We have to know that if we don't care about just the problem somewhere in the corner or the problem somewhere in, for example, the COVID, it's just affected the whole world. There is not just a war between Russia and Ukraine. Affected, just the whole world. Come to Africa, come to my country. It's affected us a lot. Inflation high rocket, and the same problem here in India or rest of the world. I think when we think about this thing, I think the politicians they have to understand this and they have to solve the problem as soon as possible. Otherwise, just how long we are going to suffering.
You ran the Berlin Marathon in 2018 sub 2 hour 4 minutes. Now you have a world champion at 2 hours 1 minute 9 seconds. You saved 27 seconds in your world record. This guy has saved 30 seconds. So how is your assessment of Eliud Kipchoge as a runner, if you want to say?
As a person, if you ask me, Eliud, he's a really a very good athlete, very disciplined, and everything is a perfect. Of course, I don't want to compare the situation nowadays and the situation 10 years or 5 years ago. You can say this athlete is better than the other athlete. Just only her performance. You see now, as you know, technology have become just everything for everybody. And the shoot, the food, and the system, the training, the way how you eat. Everything is completely different than my time. And amazing, the of course. If you look, just what's happening, recently he ran, 1 hour and 2 hours and 1 minute. Wow, this is already very close to under 2 hours. Very close.
That is happening. Do you think that is happening? Do you think sub 2 hour can happen?
Very sure. I'm very sure. Already, happened, once, of course, without competition. Without competition. But if you look, it's not only the performance of the athlete, not only the performance. Think about technology. The shoes what they are wearing right now. Oh, even myself, I am a best witness, for all time, since I'm running since '91, and I have a different kind of shoes. Even nowadays, I'm using, just the same shoes what the athletes are using. And I'm always, when I do my morning session, my morning training, I always say, I wish, just if I have, these shoes, like 10 years or 15 years ago. But the things is completely different.
Coming to the shoe, the Nike Vaporfly, the shoe, it is saying that it increases the efficiency by 4%. So don't you think that there should be a system created by World Athletics that every athlete should wear a particular standard of shoe? Because if somebody is getting an extra advantage wearing a particular shoe, that shouldn't be the case.
Not only 4%, more than that. I'm telling you, because I'm using, the same, the different shoe. And of course, this is just their chance. This is the situation. This is the technology. You have to. Do you think just a car from 19th product and 2000 product or 2020? It's completely different each other. In terms of speed, in terms of model, in terms of comfort. Everything. I don't know. My question is, what will be next? Next will be maybe much better. Than, of course, not maybe. Yes, of course, it will be. Maybe people can fly. Maybe I can say, who knows? Maybe marathon 1 hour. 1 hour marathon. Maybe the question is, for after how many years? After maybe 40, 50 years, you never know. 1 hour marathon.
If you were made the World Athletics president, what would be your viewpoint on somebody like a Caster Semenya, and also about world doping, the way it is becoming a rage in athletics these days, and people are doping? What would be your stand if you were at that position, or even if hypothetically you think that you would be at that position as an athlete also?
Well, if I am in the world athletics, many things. Doping is one thing, and the Caster Semenya thing is another thing. And to be fair, very important. It doesn't matter where it comes from. I think sometimes just the way how you punish, maybe because of the who's supporting me, who doesn't like this. It doesn't work like that. I think if we think about sport, if we talk about running or sport, has to be a sport for everybody, and to clean out just innocent athlete. Innocent athlete means, of course, to avoid this when we talk about doping, doping is a killer. A killer, not only the athlete, the sport itself. And that's why they have to think, of course. Education. That's very important to teach the athlete. To teach their federation. To support them in different way, like by learn. You understand what I'm trying to explain. Otherwise, just if you think about only, if I do this, my sponsor support me. It doesn't work like that. What the most important part, just not the sponsor, the people who is watching. If he's supporting you, everybody will support you.
And last question. How much credit do you give Ethiopian running coach Sentayahu Esetu and the city of Bekoji, where most of the Ethiopian runners have actually come up from? How much credit do you think the Ethiopian running has had because of that coach?
For me, a big respect as a very respectful person in Ethiopia is Sentayo. For Bakoji, this teacher, this man, he brought many athletes, many champions, a champion of the world, Olympic champion, world record holder. Thank you to this man. My big respect always for this man. And we need a person like him. It's not just the person who bring after the athlete become bigger, just to bring him here. It doesn't work. There's Sentayo still there. Really, is my big respect.
That was Haile Gebrselassie, who has very strong opinion against doping, and he sees it as a killer for the sport, and is very excited to be part of the Vedanta Delhi Half Marathon. Thanks for watching.